Okay, you guys, I tested all of the stitches. I have the samples here, and they follow the order of the stitching up here. There's a few that do not work. That's the problem with having a modern machine, and they have plastic gears inside and they wear out. So I marked the buttonhole does not work. This red multiple zigzag does not work, and this blanket stitch does not work. So don't use the buttonhole settings on here. And the red line right on here, that is to set the red stitches. Okay, they're more for stretchy fabrics because there's a lot of tiny stitches so that it can stretch. I would recommend not really using the red stitches very much, but that's just me. They're it's easy to have it mess up on something, so I would stick with just the basic, the zigzags. This is where you adjust how wide you want your zigzag to be, like skinny or fat. Don't do the buttonholes. Just do the straight stitch, zigzag. This is a hemming stitch. This is for stretchy stuff as well. It's kind of a cute little big zigzag. These feather ones are cute. So here's how you change them, okay? The A corresponds to the A. Always slide the zigzag width all the way to the straight. It's easier on the cams up here when you turn this. So you turn this to B, C. Let's say we're going to do C, the multiple stitch zigzag. So we'd put C here. We want to make it big and fat, so we'd make a fat one like that. And then here is how you adjust how far apart they're going to be. So this one I had set on number 3. That's about the middle of the road. If you wanted them to be really far apart, you would do 5, corresponding with how long this line is between stitches. If you wanted them closer together, you could go back to 1. I would not go any less than 1. In my experience in the test, this machine does not like to go less than 1. It wants to just stay in one place and bunch up. So stay between 1 and 5. And this should be great for anything you want to try. If you need to back up while you're sewing, sometimes when you start something, you need to sew a little bit and then back up and then sew so that it doesn't come apart. That's called lock stitch, locking it in place. So push the reverse in and then let it out, and that'll back up and drive ahead. So I hope you have fun with this. I'm going to pack it up now. Here's how the thread comes off of here. Just take it off. I'm going to leave it threaded. I'm going to leave it all threaded for you so that you can see where it all goes before you try to thread it yourself. I put one of my little flowers on there. It makes it spin easier. This is an extra bobbin for you. And the straw, I'm going to put that in the thread spool. I'm going to put this bobbin back on here so it doesn't get lost, just to keep it in place. Take it off when you put the thread spool back on, okay? And when you're using this for only the thread, keep it over here. Do not put it over here, because that'll make it think it's winding a bobbin and that'll spin on its own, and you don't want that. Put it back here. Okay, you'll want a pin cushion and a little scissors. I don't remember if I sent you some or not, but that'd be a fun trip to the sewing department. Either at Walmart or you can go to Joann's or whatever you guys have out there. Hobby Lobby. I'm giving you this little box. Inside is another flower in case you lose yours. Some brand new needles. The book is going to say to use Singer needles. I like this brand better because they're made in Germany. They are super high quality. They seem to last longer. These are just very basic size 10. You want the ones that say 15 by 1. That's a very standard universal size. And you want between a 10 and a 14. So when you look at the packages, that'll make sense. Here's the little needle threaders I was telling you about. There's instructions on the back, very easy. And then a little box for you to put your bobbins in so that they don't get all tangled up and lost. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm sending you the books as well. The Sewing for Kids books. It has some patterns in it. The manual that I printed out, which is this. And here's some practice sheets. This is to learn the parts of the machine. You have to do a little quiz. These are for you to take the thread out of the machine. Do not thread it. And you just sew on the lines. Sew around. It teaches you how to turn. Oh, one more thing. When you're sewing on your practice sheets and you have to turn, what you do is you stop with the needle down in the fabric. You lift your presser foot up. You turn your fabric, put your presser foot back down, and then you start sewing again. So that way you get a real sharp corner. You don't lose your thread. Everything works great. I hope you have a good time and enjoy it very much. And I'll keep making more videos with little projects for you. Love you. Bye.